It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Can't count. Welcome to the Midday Show. I'm going to tell you, she goes from 8 to 5 to 2 to 1 to 12 again. I mean, the countdown.
I don't know how. Laurina's show we did this morning, they went from 7 to 3.
I don't know what happened. I could have sworn we lost a couple of seconds there.
Anyway, happy Tuesday to you.
A happy Tuesday.
So glad I'm back, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So my son calls me and texts me. He's putting me on a memory test for his company. You know, they deal with the brain and all that. So
because of your age? I feel like he's, is that why?
Wow, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Ask him if that's why.
All right, let's back this up. I was gonna tell you the why, but you just told everybody it's because of my age.
Why?
Why?
Why did
Who's on first?
Why did he put you on a memory test?
Well, if you let me talk, I'll let you know. So apparently, they want to know how people who have a lot of memory
People have the senior
lot of
mindset.
memory. They function in everyday life. So apparently we think back to things that have happened to us over and over again in our present life. Like right now, I was looking at you disappear somewhere. And there's a reason for that. Do you know the reason? Neither do they. They're trying to find out.
Of why you reflect on your memories?
Why is it that we live our life reflecting memories? How it makes us talk to people, let's say. Like I met Todd, I hit it off with Todd real good. I met Frank, he scares the hell out of me. Forget about Laurina, because she's another person. But you meet these people, and each one of them is a memory of what you lived in the past, and they want to make that connection.
Because I think it's all about connection. You try to find things that you relate to the person with through connection. So like I was talking to Laurina's guest, and we're talking about growing up in South Florida and Plantation, in East Fort Lauderdale, and connections and playing Jewish Catholic geography as it is.
It always comes down to that?
It always comes down to that. So it could be memories, or it could just be about making connections.
Yeah, so I'm going to call them and tell them to save the $1 million grant. Give it to you because you've resolved the problem.
I just resolved the whole answer,
That's
right? It's about
Yeah,
making connections and relating to people on things that are relatable. Like you sat with Dr. Menz yesterday. Sports. Ever notice that guys can always sit in any room, you never met each other, but you can talk sports. You're either going to agree or disagree, but at the end of it, you'll shake, you'll be friends, and you'll walk out very nicely.
True. Right? Number one conversation piece in men urinals. So when you go to public bathrooms, that's what we talk about. We say, do you have a light? No. We say, did you see the Knicks? Or you saw this? Yes.
It's funny you say that, and Frank's going to know whether this is true or false. I saw something on social media that said urinals were a social experiment.
Yes.
Because men were urinating on the floor. And it got to the point where, back in the day, memories, see if that surfaces, they were like, nope, this really isn't right. Let's make it so there's something a little more appropriate than just urinating on the floor. Hence the wall urinal.
That's true.
Fact?
And yes, that's true. It's a true story.
Face.
I have no idea.
And I'm going to give you part B to this story. So women were created in special places when they get the curse.
It's not a curse.
Well,
You
hold
should really
on,
stop
hold
saying
on.
things
This
like
is
that.
what it was called back in the day. It was a curse. And they had a way of finding out who was royalty cursed and who wasn't. So they made these strange women bathrooms. Look at her face.
Royalty versus
normal.
Royalty versus.
Apparently so. I never had one, so I can't tell you.
Were you royalty?
I never had one.
So I know. Well.
Wait, how many are you going to tell me if I'm royalty? I never had one.
So women of royalty were different than women
Yes.
of non-royalty status?
Yes, because of the curse. And they had this thing that you sat in and it measured royalty. I'm telling you the truth. You're the one that brought up the
What
urinal
did it
stuff.
measure?
I don't know. Maybe it
measure
had
your-
to do with texture. I
Like,
don't
did it
know.
measure your...
Wasn't there. I can't tell you. But that isn't the reason I brought this whole thing up.
The urinals?
And no, the urinals, we don't have any royalty.
Measuring?
Yeah.
measuring? And then I wonder, back to
Wow.
the urinals, why aren't there partitions, I've been told, between urinals?
Of course there are. Well, not the ones on the
Todd's
wall.
shaking. The ones on the wall are
Not
not
on the wall.
partitions. Why?
Well, because you don't go, hey, how you doing? You don't
Yeah,
do
but
that.
don't you just want privacy? Isn't there like
Privacy to what?
to urinate?
You're not going to be looking down there.
But do you ever compare yourselves to the guys on the wall?
Oh, Todd, you ever go to urinal and look at the next guy and say, yo, how's it hanging? You don't do
No,
that.
no.
Isn't that just weird?
It is very weird.
It's very weird.
I can tell you one time, well, not one time, but in Giant Stadium, they did not have partitions.
They never do.
So you're there and everyone's just, hey, how you doing?
Listen, do not buy into her madness. You're going down a very slippery
It's
slope.
very
You're right,
weird.
right. I digress.
I thought it was a big trough.
Here he goes.
Everybody just stuck it in, you know?
No, it's actually a big tub.
Yeah, that's at
And
Giant
then
Stadium.
they gather all the urine and everybody jumps in and afterwards.
Hey.
What do they do?
But I wonder, like, I don't know, maybe the gladiators would like, I don't know, bang my chest and we can all stand next to each other. But I feel like men should want their privacy, at least with a couple inch partition.
If
I
there
don't know,
is,
it just feels
dude,
weird.
it's not like they're shoulder to shoulder and everybody here, can you help me here? No, it has like 3
Space?
feet space, yeah. It's strange. Why is it that when women get up at a restaurant, 6 of them have to go to the bathroom at the same time? Are you guys like urinary, like
No,
interactive?
it's just a talk.
Are you guys all connected?
It's just a talk. Not
And
for
what do
any
you
of
talk about?
I don't know.
The guys at the table.
It's interesting when you
Or
think
the
about
guys
all
at the other
things.
table. It's always about the guys.
No.
And you guys share the lipstick? You still do that? Like in the
No,
old
that
days?
was like in high school. No,
You
don't do that anymore.
And you don't talk about what's happening at the table? Can you believe he said that? It's always the he. He said that. I can't stand him. Oh my God, he stinks. Talk about that, right?
No, not quite.
And what do guys do when they go to the John? They talk about, bet you they're in there talking about us.
Too funny. All right, so I can't wait to see how this memory test thing plays out.
But the reason I even brought this up, going back 4 days, was because I asked him if you could be part of the test.
Okay,
He said no.
because I'm not old enough.
Is that what this is? Oh, this is just not right.
Ask him what the qualifications are.
It isn't him. It's the owner of the whole place is going to
That's what I mean.
contact you.
Ask them what there have to be some sort of parameters that they keep.
Criteria.
Exactly.
They said the criteria was that they seen the show and they think that my sense of humor is beyond anything they've ever seen.
That is true.
What, are you kidding me? That's what he said.
That is.
But why would he say that? I think he's going to smoke up my skirt, right? Because he's about the age. You know what? Ex-nay, I'm not taking the test, Dave. Forget about it.
I don't know if it is. I'm just assuming it is.
Have you ever? This is so unfair. I'm being put in a cluster.
I don't know. Let's see how it plays out.
No, we're not.
It could be interesting.
We're not. Anyway.
Anyway, we got a great show lined up for you today. This is Frank A. Ruffolo's newest book.
That's the Bible.
Take a look at this
That's the
book.
Bible.
It's
He set out to do a short little book.
600 pages. Silence is a Witness, the final book of the Jack Stenhouse Mystery Series. We're going to talk to Frank. We're going to talk to Todd Wax, who's an incredible artist. And this is just a little bit, but we're going to talk to Todd how he creates light and movement. And then we're going to head over to Laurina and talk to Jamie Finizio as well, an attorney that
Jamie
she had
what?
on the show. Finizio. I think that's your maiden name, though, isn't it?
Yes.
And roll it out.
Finizio?
Finizio. And then we've got Helen Archer joining us because
Finizio.
we're still in that incredibly powerful, manifesting, magical week of the universe.
And it created Heather.
Exactly. So more to come on the other side of this commercial break. We'll be right back.
Are you ready to win a brand new 2027 Audi A3? The Core Foundation, in conjunction with AMP Media Futures Foundation, is giving you the chance to drive away in luxury while supporting scholarships and community programs. First prize, a new 2027 Audi A3. Second prize, an American Electric Stellar bike. Third prize, a $250 Visa gift card. The drawing will be held Saturday, December 19th, 2026 at the Fort Lauderdale Marriott North, and you do not need to be present to win. Tickets are only $20. Purchase yours today at Ampy Media Production Studio or call 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422 or email mail to production@ampy2.tv.
At AM2TV, we don't just create content, we produce experiences. From concept to final cut, we bring your vision to life with cinematic quality and precision. Whether it's music videos, branded content, or live productions, we make it stand out. AM2TV, where your vision gets amplified.
Have an idea you want to create? Then come on down to AMP2 Media, where we can create anything you can think of, ranging from podcasts, shows, audiobooks, music videos, and more. This will be done by our interns who are hungry for hands-on experience that will help them advance their skills and strive for the careers they want. Call us at 866-224-5422 or visit us at 2400 Northwest 2nd Avenue to pitch your idea today, and we'll get it made.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
On this day in 1873, Jesse James and the James Younger Gang pull off the first successful train robbery in the American Old West at Adar, Iowa. On this day in 1949, the U.S. Senate ratifies the North Atlantic Treaty, which leads to the creation of NATO. On this day in 2008, Ram Baran Yadav is declared the first president of Nepal. On this day in 2023, the Barbenheimer phenomenon begins as Barbie and Oppenheimer, two very different movies, are released on the same day, causing unintended crossover appeal.
Time flies.
And we're
Can you
back.
believe that Barbenheimer was in 2023?
You know, I got to tell you something. When Frank showed us this book today at Studio B, I thought when you opened it, somebody popped out of it. Because that is some book.
Unbelievable.
That is a huge book.
Silence is a Witness, the Jack Stenhouse mystery. With Frank A. Ruffolo. Frank is joining us. Frank is also the host of Center Stage on Friday mornings with Alicia and Michelle. Look at this book. Wow. All right, Frank, give us a synopsis. What's going on with the Jack Stenhouse series?
Yeah, that's my last book of this Jack Stenhouse series. There'll be a total of 8 books. Jack retires at the end of this book. So to announce my book launch for this, if anyone buys this book between now and September 1st, either here in the studio or online or directly through me, your name will be entered into a giveaway that you have a chance to win all my other Jack Stenhouse books. So you'll win 7 buy that book, and you have a chance to win 7 more.
And this takes place within the cloisters, it says.
Yeah, what happens, Jack gets a client that the client's fiance goes missing. The police don't want to handle it. The police just say she did it on purpose. She just wanted to go missing. So fiance said, no, you have to find her. She was a professional freelance photographer, and her last gig was she was doing a photo shoot at the cloisters, and she went in and never came out. So Jack's got to find where she went, why she went missing, and he gets involved in all kind of international intrigue and death and all kind of stuff.
The Cloisters is a museum. You talk about the Cloisters all the time.
I used to hang out there.
What was it before a museum? Was it a church?
It was always a museum.
It was always a museum.
Well, the monks lived there back in the turn of the
No,
century.
no,
Wasn't there a fort? There was a fort up there.
Fort Tryon was there, which was used during the Revolutionary War, but the New York Art Institute or Art Museum built that building. It's the largest collection of Renaissance painting and art, and they built it to look like a cloister.
When I went to elementary school, we were told that the chalice of Jesus Christ was in the cloisters. And I said, impossible. And they said, very possible. And they used to take us on trips up there. That's how I found the cloisters. It was because of that. I don't know if it was true or not, but that's why we went up there.
Interesting.
Cloisters was...
Did you ever think about why the chalice of Christ would be in New York in the cloisters? Like,
oh,
how
it's
did it
very
get here?
important. In New York City, it has to have everything.
Ever think about, like, do we ever actually think about the things that were taught in school? Like, is it even possible that that's a
I
thing?
remember they said that if there's a bomb coming down, you get under
Hide
your
under
desk.
your desk, yeah.
Okay, what good is that going to do except flatten me in the desk?
Sure.
Was the cloisters the first place they put urinals?
Yes, it was a big hole in the
it was a trough.
It was a big hole. It was a big hole in the wall. There you go. That works. And outside there was trees. Yeah.
The things you find out on social media. All right, this is the last one. Fifth book?
That's the last of the
Seventh.
Jack Stenhouse books.
Seventh?
Not the last of my books, but that's the last.
Yeah, you
of
have
Jack
another
Stenhouse.
one coming out also. But this one
I've
you've
got
had a
3
special,
more coming out.
special drawing between now and
September 1st.
the
And if you buy
entertainment.
one, have them come in
And a special
sign it to
discount
you.
price as
And
well.
the discounted price right here in the studio only. At retail price of that book is $23.99, but if you buy it here in the studio, it's $15
And look,
between now and
already
September
signed.
1st.
And this is already signed.
And you could finish reading it over the summer because I'm going to tell you something. Ain't no overnight read here.
No, it's a long book, but the font is nice and spaced out, so it's not what you think it is. Definitely, we might be able to read it without glasses. It goes to your memory.
I need an auto book.
Audiobook?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, because he doesn't know how to read.
I just like people reading to me.
What do you think makes the Jack Stenhouse series stand out from other mystery books?
It's Jack himself. He's sort of like a snarky type of guy. So he drives around a '68 Roadrunner. And,
Where'd you get this character? Is this like
he's
the
a
hitting
character.
you?
And
Is this the
his wife-
hitting you?
His wife is a stripper, or was a stripper.
A stripper?
So
This book is getting better by the moment.
Jack's kind of
They had children?
Jack's kind of a loose cannon.
Is this like a secret you? Like you open up
Yeah,
door
I
B
wish.
and it's
Yeah.
so you that's missing?
Jack sort of like transitions to an urban cowboy. He wears Tony Lama shoes and Stetson hats. Carries a big, huge 44 Magnum. So he's
It's a guy we meet, Todd, in the bathroom. We run out the bathroom, right?
How do people get the book? They can get it right here at the studio.
get right there in the studio or any online retailer, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, even Walmart. I mean,
Wow, look at that.
You know, Frank has done many books. Some of his books he writes about, and they were written in 2012, and he talks about some of the current events that are going on right now. It's in the book, and it's kind of eerie when he says, well, if you read my book, I wrote about that back in 2010, 2012, and you sort of read it and you go, how does he know?
Yep.
On, and this just continues all the time.
Well, I was thinking that with a 600-page book, how long did it take you to write this book?
about 8 weeks.
It's
How
actually,
many?
It's
8 weeks.
close to
What,
700
you
pages,
used
actually.
up all the words? I mean, that's a lot of book.
680 pages.
It's a lot of book.
Normally,
weeks.
it's about a 400-page book, it's about 5 weeks. That took me about 8 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, I wanted to say too, I talked to Frank during the break, you can hear me, and I think it's interesting, your other books too, you wrote about some Fort Lauderdale, Broward County prosecutors, and back in the old days, and what used to happen with the homicide prosecution, so for local people, I think they'll find that very interesting. Your whole theme is always very related to that.
I think you're in the book.
I know the book back in my old days when I was a prosecutor,
Yeah.
yes. And we were discussing some of the old names way back when of the sheriffs and so forth.
Boy,
my second book, the second Jack Stenhouse book, is about a very corrupt president who's being impeached, and the witnesses being called to testify against his impeachment trial are being assassinated by the president's lover.
The president's lover.
Right, and that book, part of that book starts in the Everglades. Jack was down here on his honeymoon, and he took an airboat ride, and they saw a python on the dry bank of the Everglades with 2 legs sticking out of his mouth, and that was one of the witnesses that was supposed to testify against the president. And then it also involves part of the Sunrise Police Department too back then. So
Wow, that's crazy.
I don't even want to hear anymore. The people at the door coming to get them.
All right.
I like those striptease, Carl Heiss kind of movies.
But I don't do anything about urinals in my book, so you don't have to worry about it.
Is there anything missing? The strangle in the urinal.
Maybe, but I thought you were in one of Frank's next books.
I am in one of
Yeah,
Frank's books.
he's going to be in my next book as a villain.
As a villain, right? I want you to make me really, really bato villain. You know what I'm saying?
Well, actually, you're an alien in the next book.
What's the name of that book?
Hickorella Incident.
And you've got another one coming out that you showed me the cover for today.
That's my. I've got 3 books in the works. That's the one I'm writing now. That's a
That's a
romance
love
novel.
story?
Wow.
The
It's
romance?
a romance novel.
Yeah, that's a romance.
Is there a
novel.
villain in that one?
There a villain in that one?
Yeah.
No, not really.
I want to be the villain.
PTSD would be a villain in that one.
I want to be the villain that never dies. I come back.
A villain that never dies.
That never dies. Because I know you're going to
That
kill
would
me
be a
off.
Marvel movie.
No. It's the villain. Like I'm like fungus, and a piece stays behind, and I come back.
I'm still stuck
I
on the
could
memory
just
test.
change your name to Herpes.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Get your book right away.
All right, you get your book right here at the studio, frankaruffolo.com. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Walmart.com. We have signed copies right here at the studio, discounted. So give us a call, write in, a special drawing as well. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we got Todd Wax, we've got Laurina, we've got special guests, and more to come. We'll be right back.
Are you ready to stop playing small and step into your highest self? This isn't just a book club. It's a call to action. No fluff, no excuses, just growth. Actually, growth with some super cool people with a shared intention. Join us live at the Ubuntu Room on the Brooklyn Cafe Show Wednesdays at noon and become the greatest version of you. For more information, go to ubuntufishgallery.com. You be you, NTU, fishgallery.com.
Unlocking secrets, doing what we love, with a little help from the stars above. Grab your tools, let's take a chance. It's a wild, creative, magical dance, making magic with Max. Yeah, we're making magic with Max.
Looking for great coffee and a place to unwind? Come to Tiki Coffee and Desserts. We serve gourmet coffee made fresh, rich espresso, smooth lattes, and handcrafted specialty drinks made just the way you like them. Pair it with one of our delicious desserts, from creamy cheesecakes to fresh pastries and sweet treats made to satisfy every craving. No matter what you're in the mood for, you can trust that it's been prepared with care and quality ingredients. Enjoy a warm, welcoming atmosphere where our friendly staff make you feel right at home the moment you walk in. Whether you're meeting friends, taking a break, getting some work done, or simply treating yourself, Tiki Coffee and Desserts is the perfect stop. Don't miss out on an irresistible experience you'll want to come back to again and again. Tiki Coffee and Desserts, the hottest new coffee shop in Boca.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Hello everyone, today is Invite an Alien to Live With You Day. I just want to give a few pointers before you invite an extraterrestrial to your home. Hosting a cosmic roommate takes more than just a spare room. You have to be prepared, or half of your groceries will vanish, leaving you with star-fired leftovers. This whole hosting phenomenon is a lot of work, so right now is the Optimus Prime to start planning. So if your new guest gets homesick, don't trip or bumble befuddled. Just call a cab, help ET phone home, or look up a map to Martian Manhunter down their location. If they accidentally rip their spacesuit while unpacking, no big deal. You just stitch it right back up. To make them welcome, blast a Macintosh track or some lively polka music. When they ask to change the radio station, just say, "Roger that, Silver Surfer dude." Dealing with the solar opposites of your usual neighbors can get wild, especially if they have a short Thor temper. Don't let the chaos simmer down your enthusiasm. Just yell Geronimo and enjoy the ride. Well, happy hosting. Until next time. Bye.
He's hilarious. All right, we're back. My heart hurts. She screams. Gets me nuts.
All right, we're here with Laurina Anderson and Jamie Finizio Bascombe. She's an attorney. A great second show for Shift It Babe. Nice job. Laurina always has great guests and has a great laugh and a great sense of humor, great interviews. So welcome, ladies. Thanks for staying for our show.
It's our pleasure. My pleasure. And
just hold your mic.
You have
Such an honor.
I forgot because I'm so used to having, being mic'd up. Well, when you said, well, Jamie, you want to stick around? You want to stay? And then you looked at me, you want to stay?
Well, she has a lot more to say, she said.
She does.
I have a lot to say. I'm Italian, Sicilian, and I'm a lawyer.
Hey,
I could be here for hours.
And I'm just a South Side Chicagoan, so big mouth comes with me all the time. We got lots to talk about.
Well, we didn't get a 7-page resume, so we're just going to do the condensed version of what it is.
Okay.
What type of attorney are you?
So I'm a good one.
I love that answer.
Yes. So I do mostly civil litigation, personal injury, wrongful death litigation, as well as victims' right advocacy litigation. So some of the sexual assault cases, negligence, security, things like that. And I've been practicing for 33 years. Went to school here in South Florida, started off at St. Thomas Aquinas, we were talking about that earlier, high school, and University of Florida, and then Nova Law School. And I've been here for all those years practicing, yeah.
It was so different. I remember growing up in Plantation, in East Fort Lauderdale, only cow fields. There was literally nothing but cows in random houses popping up out west, yeah.
You went to school?
Where my house was, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a big trip.
Wait, we're going to check and see if your mic is on, I guess.
It was a big trip to go.
We're going to do this again.
Yeah.
So
all right, Jamie, welcome. What kind of attorney are you?
So I'm a good attorney. How about that? An excellent one. But I am mostly do negligence cases, personal injury, wrongful death, and a specialty area of negligent security, which is sexual assault against premises and things like that.
Would it be like human trafficking sexual assault or like domestic violence sexual assault?
Or both.
Yeah,
Right.
it could be, yeah. Exactly. And essentially when there is a scenario where there should be security at a hotel or a hospital, a school, and there's sexual assaults occurring, then there's a requirement under law.
Well, you got the fun law.
It's
Ooh.
a very intense
Yeah.
area, but it's very rewarding because again of the advocacy that I'm giving to these clients, and I live this with them. I just had a case that went on for like 5 years, and you just live with the family during that, but you also get them the help they need and the therapy they need, and to be able to move past it and then be advocate for someone else. And that's the really interesting part of it.
She's like Mariska Hargitay of South Florida.
Thank you.
Law and Order, SVU,
Thank you.
the advocate for the underdog,
Well,
right?
that's a tough show, too. They show how...
She's living it every day.
That's a difficult thing to do. It changes you as a person, seeing some of that garbage out there.
Well, and it's interesting, and people used to tell me when I would talk about my cases or whatever at a cocktail party or dinner, and they say, wow, do you have PTSD from your cases? And I never thought about that. And then all of a sudden, right after COVID, I got
a pamphlet, a brochure at my office, PTSD for lawyers. It was a CLE, continuing legal education class. I'm like, there's really, like, this is happening.
Yeah.
So I realized I needed to also nourish my soul because I have to be strong for them. Like they say, you know, you can't give the oxygen mask if you're not able to breathe. So I realized I have to really feed my soul and be strong because every day I'm dealing with people who are just in survival mode. Yeah. And that's been a part of my practice and what kind of makes me stand out, I think, because I'm really hand-holding these clients through that process.
You know, that's so interesting that you would say that because I also have been asked that same question. You know, how can you deal sitting in front of people and all they're doing is talking about the bad things that have happened and how do you handle that? And I said, I don't take it in. You know, I'm kind of like, I have really strong boundaries and I've done so much work on myself that they could tell me anything, but it's not going to affect me because I've already healed from it. You know, whether it's sexual abuse or incest or just domestic violence. I mean, I've gone through all of that, but I've healed it, so I get to sit there and know for a fact that they can heal from it too, that they don't have to allow that to define them.
We need to check your mic, Laurina.
No, I think it's Jamie.
Is Jamie's mic is?
I think it keeps getting accidentally shut off.
So maybe.
Let's change your batteries.
No, it's a shut off. Is it green light?
Can you hear me? The green light's
All
on.
right, they say yeah. All right.
Let's see. Keep it.
It's a little sensitive.
Brooklyn's coming back. She's coming back out.
When I was at the 3-4 in New York, I was the only Spanish-speaking auxiliary. So they used to take me with them on domestic abuse cases. And I used to have to go into these buildings and the projects and houses and stuff. And I used to see these women that were like punching bags. And the cops were there and they would take a guy into the next room. And I'm gonna tell you, you talk about intense. Yeah, I didn't recognize some of these guys when they came out because they were giving lip to the cops. And it was really intense. So when I watch NYPD, when I watch SUV, I see where they're going with this stuff. And it changes you, no matter how much you try to leave it at the door. My goodness gracious. It just changes you as a human being because of all the nonsense. And that was some of the stuff that went on. It was murders. And
yeah, and you become a little skeptical as a lawyer too because you're seeing someone who's pretending they're this, but you know the reality. Like you look at a rap sheet and you're like, this person is capable of this.
Yeah.
So the way you view situations, like even the way I look at when my daughter's taking Uber, I mean, I'm a freak about Uber because everyone says, oh, don't worry, they're all vetted.
Yeah.
How fast can you get there if something goes wrong?
now you can change in a heartbeat.
I've had cases, you know, and things go wrong. And so I'm always looking in that way, and I try hard not to be too negative because I want to be able to live life and not have to be worried. But it just makes you think.
Prosecution or defense?
Well, I at the beginning of my
Before.
career I did prosecution, but I'm the plaintiff's attorney, so meaning that we bring the claims against the violator.
I tell kids now, the kids, you take an Uber, I want you to put your handprint in the back of the car, wipe it across. And they always tell me why. And I says, trust me, you want to know why.
Yeah.
But it's always one of these situations where you try to stay ahead of the things that are going on. And it's tough. And it changes you. It changes you as a person. It changes your defense. I was on the defense side when I did my internship at NYU. I got to serve on the defense side of deals, and I found out 9 out of 10 times the people were guilty.
It's very hard to keep neutral.
My
because,
goodness.
Especially when I pick a jury, when I try a case, there's a lot of psychology about who you want on a jury. Because people say, oh, you don't want a cop, if you're the defense. Sometimes you want a police officer because they know the real deal.
Yeah.
They know what goes on. My father was a Philly cop. My father was BSO here. And, they're shrewd. Sometimes you don't want somebody who's a teacher, because why? Or a nurse. A nurse knows so much about medicine. You might not want them on a medical malpractice case, which I handle some of those too. So there's all of these impressions you get, and it's just natural. And you can't help but your bias is there. So when you pick a jury and you ask people, oh, can you be fair? Oh, sure. Meanwhile, you got to go deep on the voir dire, which is the jury selection process, to really find out what are their true beliefs.
like you said, like if you did defense, you're always thinking in the back of your mind, I saw some bad stuff happen. Am I inclined to believe this defendant? So that's
You work with the PACE for girls also.
PACE
So
Center
there
for
has to
Girls.
be pretty rewarding to see these girls really come into their own and have advocacy.
Absolutely, yeah. It's an incredible program. It's been around for 35 years in the state of Florida. Started in Jacksonville, and we were one of the first centers in Broward County, which Laurina has helped so much and supported our organization. And these girls are coming from foster care. They're coming from abused household situations. Some of them are trafficked, and they are taught in a gender-sensitive way to understand how girls think, how they act, and to give them the support they need. And they actually go through proper high school, and they don't get a GED, they get a high school degree, which really is a big deal. Because when you're going to be employed in the future, people want to see that.
Yeah.
And they go, 98% of them go off to college. And the graduation is this
It's
Thursday.
amazing.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. And the girls are really, they're so open, and they just want to suck it in, Because I've been there a couple of times. I've done, speaking there and
She's been great,
teaching, and then when I was president for the Women's Executive Club, that was our charity of choice. So we did a lot of work with the girls and did a lot of the fundraising and everything with them. So.
Yeah, and a lot of these girls, I mentor them and I take them to court sometimes with me. They might be interested in criminal justice. And I'll never forget the first time I had a mentee and I brought to court and she said, Miss Jamie, I've never sat on my side. I've always been there to testify on my mother or my father, or I've been in trouble myself testifying as a defendant. Like to see that she could be, and she wanted to go on to be a lawyer and to serve others.
Amazing. What's your website?
It's JamieFiniziolaw.com.
All right.
Finizio.
And Laurina, how do people find your show?
Well, we just aired today, Tuesday, and every other Tuesday we're going to be on the air. I think the next one is August 3rd, if I remember
Can't even
correctly.
believe we're going to August.
I can't either. Can you believe? It's so funny too because there's a show on TV that comes on, the Tonight Show or whatever, and one of their segments are all these news agencies, right? And every single one of them say, "Can you believe it's July 1st? I can't believe it's July 1st. Can you believe it's July 1st? I just can't believe it." And each and every show, new show has the same repertoire. I can't believe it.
Time's moving too fast.
You know what we should do on Friday, Freddie?
I'm afraid
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we're supposed to celebrate Christmas in
Let's
July.
do it Friday. Christmas in July. Christmas Eve. It'll be July 24th.
This Friday?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Do you want to do a Christmas party?
Why not?
Do Feliz Navidad.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Parranda, you know parranda?
Sí, claro.
Wow,
All right, we're taking a commercial break when we
I'm
come
all
back.
in.
Helen Archer of Cosmic Astrology Society, maybe she can clarify what's going on in this great week of goodness and manifesting. Yes, Helen? Yes. All right, everything's in 4 degrees. More to come. We'll be right back.
Greatness isn't something you chase, it's cultivated. The Ubuntu Girl's Guide to Greatness, written by Dana Sardano, is rooted in self-dedication, personal growth, and simply living in greatness. Inside, you'll find empowering prompts, hot tips, and space to journal your reflections. Featuring vibrant artwork by Dana Sardano, this is more than a book. It's a visual celebration of feminine power in all its forms, bold, colorful, and unapologetically authentic. Ready to be great? Grab the Ubuntu Girl's Guide to Greatness at ubuntufishgallery.com. Also available as a beautifully designed deck of cards to bring greatness wherever you go.
What if learning didn't just teach children, but helped heal, empower, and awaken the whole child? Veda Finds Her Crown, written and illustrated by Dana Sardano, is a fun, interactive experience for adolescent children, blending a relatable story with a hands-on workbook that invites them to read, reflect, and apply Veda's journey to their own lives. Paired with the 9-week chakra-based curriculum and accompanying deck of cards, children explore self-awareness, emotional regulation, and confidence through creative cross-curricular learning while addressing the needs of the whole child. Because, after all, when we educate the whole child, we empower the whole human. To grab a copy, a deck of cards, or the whole kit and caboodle, go to ubuntufishgallery.com.
I am an American veteran. I'm proud to have served this country. Helping veterans is something all Americans can participate in, and it's as simple as donating an old car that you have sitting around. When you call the Veteran Car Donation Program, they'll explain how their program works, and then arrange a time they can come and pick up your vehicle for free. Running or not, it doesn't matter. They take cars, trucks, motorcycles, or vans. As a veteran, show your support by donating your car and get a tax deduction in the process. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program right now. They'll come and pick your car up for free, and you'll get a tax deduction in the process. Call the number we're about to give you right now. Thank you, and God bless America.
800-378-3816. 800-378-3816. 800-378-3816. That's 800-378-3816. Proceeds support Heroes on the Water.
Text alert! Text alert! I was receiving letter after letter from the IRS.
I got Mike Velati on the phone and I said, Mike, I got a problem.
He took the pressure off my shoulders.
He just made me feel like I had Superman on my side.
Trust me, he's the man to go to.
IRS problems? I'm Mike Velarde, enrolled agent. I can help. My company, Winning Tax Solutions, has always gotten our clients the best possible results. Visit us at winningtaxsolutions.com or call us today.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Happy Junk Food Day, everyone.
Why did you eat all that junk food?
I don't know.
Yikes.
Eat responsibly. That's what happens when you have too much junk food. Holy smokes.
That was me in Maine. Ice cream, lobster rolls, and cheesecake. $110 in cheesecake. What can I tell you? Anyway, it's Tuesday, which means Helen Archer of Cosmic Astrology Society is here. And I need to know directly from Helen's mouth of what is going on, because everything I have seen is about 4 planets in 4 degrees, and it's a week of goodness and manifesting and everything being in alignment and positivity, and Mercury's going straight, so I think it's a really good week. So let's roll Helen's intro. Hi, Helen.
Hello there. How are you?
I am doing great. All right, give us some good news. It's a good week?
Yes, it's a good week. But Mercury is not going forward until Thursday.
It's always a but.
We got 2 days.
We got 2 days. But the good news is that we are finally leaving Cancer. So the negative aspects to Saturn and Neptune are fading away. Any moodiness, any introspection, any negative subconscious earnings and leanings and thoughts that lead to negativity and preventing you from moving ahead are fading away, and we are entering Leo on Wednesday. So it's happy birthday to all the Leos out there. It's your season, and this year is a great year for Leo and Sagittarius and Aries, because Jupiter is now in Leo, and Jupiter hasn't been in Leo for 12 years. So we have to think back to what happened 12 years ago, what was good, what wasn't good, what did we start that we never finished, that we can now pick up and maybe bring to a success. So we're going from, hanging around the house, worrying about the family, having all the responsibilities, and now we're going to the outer world, because Leo is entertainment, Leo is drama, Leo is the stage, Leo is the actor, Leo is the fashionista, and Leo is the hostess and host with the most.
All right, so I was thinking about that. LeBron James played for the Heat 12 years ago. I'm just saying, if we're going in this 12-year cycle, then maybe he will re-sign with the Heat.
Men in their sports. What was that?
And he's actually reconsidering because he's not.
He's not
signing.
reconsidering.
Right? I actually said that to someone, and they were like,
He's
how would
not
you know that? I'm like, it's a
reconsidering.
12-year cycle
He's
right
playing,
now.
He's playing a mental game. He's probably going to end up with Cleveland, if anybody, to end his career, which makes more sense than coming back to the Heat. Please. That was such a bozo game.
That was a big deal, though. Him and
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, the three of
and
them.
Who was the other person?
Buzz.
Yeah, they were quite a team.
All right, so tell me about Barbell's basket.
Oh, jeez.
4, 4, 4, 4.
Oh, well, Saturn at 4 degrees, Uranus at 4 degrees. No, Uranus I think isn't at 4 degrees, but I'm not sure. It might be. Neptune is at 4 degrees. So they're aligned, but, you know, Saturn and Neptune are together, and Uranus is with Mars in Gemini. So they're in like 60 degrees apart, which is a positive aspect. So now that we're going into the Sun in Leo, the really good thing is we are all fire. Aries is fire, Leo is fire, and so they complement each other. So it's going to be a very enterprising, pioneering, exciting time. We can expand, we can move forward. We just have to bring things down to a practical reality, because we have expansive ideas, we want to make progress, and we have to figure out how we're actually going to accomplish that. So now that Mercury is going to be moving forward, it's standing still right now, getting ready to move forward. So it's going from retrograde to direct. However, it's still considered to be in storm, and what storm means is that it's moving slowly forward. So it isn't going to be full speed ahead until the 31st. So now what we're realizing is the things that weren't done, the things that were incomplete, the things that showed flaws, and even the things that unraveled. Like, you know, we started a project or we started an agreement and it unraveled, like the MOU unraveled. All of that was done with Mercury retrograde, so it just didn't work out. So now with Mercury forward, we can go backwards, we can review what we did or drop altogether the ideas that we started, the projects that we started. If we can't fine-tune them to be perfect, then, you know, they unraveled and we should move on to something else.
Well, I texted you on my way back from the plane. There were fires in Canada. There were fires in the Everglades. Planes were delayed. My daughter's plane was delayed 2 hours getting to Boston. It was canceled leaving Boston. D.C. was a mess. The air quality was a mess. It was everything you said, have a plan B. And I thought of you, and I looked at her. I go, what's plan B? She says, you can stay in Boston. You can come to Florida. You can take a later plane. Like, what are you going to do? Plan B. You were 100% correct.
Just to tell you, what are you doing traveling during retrograde? You wrote it.
I tell people every time, and I've been telling people for 50 years, it is not good to travel with Mercury retrograde.
Yes, you did.
And I too went to Europe one time with Mercury retrograde, and I was stuck in the in England at the Heathrow airport for 6 hours, not only going there because of a caterer's strike of all things, and also coming back, I got stuck. So I said, I'm never ever traveling again with Mercury retrograde. You know, sometimes you can't avoid it because of events and conventions, but planning things with Mercury retrograde, you have to be open to the idea that things are going to change, that things are unpredictable, the weather is unpredictable. We have the fire signs, so we have fires, we have a drought, we have had intense heat. All of those things come because the planets are mostly in fire signs, and also air signs.
Which is why you told me August is going to be so hot. Traveling is just crazy in August with the heat.
Not only that, you had all the world travelers too. I can imagine what the airport must have been like on Monday. But anyway, we had a wonderful, I have to say, with Jupiter in Cancer ruling our country and all our Cancer planets, our birthday this year, the 250th, with the World Cup, was one of the most wonderful summers that I have ever experienced. And the fact that all the people came from Europe, and I lived in Europe, so I know how wonderful, how expansive, how great this country is. And I'm glad the world was able to see it.
All right, we're ready to move into some goodness, manifesting, new opportunities. We've got a big meeting tomorrow. Things are
I haven't heard
happening.
any of that yet. I heard it's
What?
coming.
It's coming.
There's a but. It
The
was
but
always
is
a
you might
but.
have to wait till Thursday to sign the contract, but that's okay.
There's always a but because there's positive planets and negative planets, and there's
Always a
never
but.
a really perfect time, except for Friday. There's no negative aspects on Friday, so we have rare days like that. It's an exuberant day. The sun is getting closer to Jupiter, so it's a great time to expand. It's a great time to sign contracts. It's great for date night.
That's why you want to have the Christmas party on Friday.
I didn't know that until she just said it.
It's great for date night, for entertaining. And
We'll have a date night
the
for
moon will be
people.
in Sagittarius, another fire sign. So we're going to have a grand like a equilateral triangle. All the planets will be 120 degrees apart, all in fire. So yeah, it's going to be a great time for socializing, for entertaining, for making deals. It's going to be a good Friday. Now Saturday is a little different. Saturday we're going to have a negative aspect with Venus, so it's not a great date night, unless of course you don't ask for a commitment and you don't criticize.
So you get married Friday, you get divorced Saturday, is that what you're telling me?
You get married on Friday, and on Saturday you figure out how to get along.
Wow. Hey, that's something.
There you go.
Chop off a finger, get that ring back, baby.
So it could be fun. Christmas Eve on
Oh,
Friday.
Absolutely.
Christmas in July.
So you have Christmas in July, and they're having gifts thrown at you the next day. Hangover.
All good stuff.
So with Saturn in Aries now, it's like Neptune. Saturn is practicality. Saturn is always going to test you. Is your foundation solid? Have you met all the expectations? If you have, you're going to be rewarded. If you haven't, you have to do more work. So with the Neptune next to the Saturn, Neptune is seeing the world through rose-colored glasses. Neptune is utopia. Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. So it wants humanity to all be peaceful and harmonious and working together and accomplishing things together, the team effort. So Neptune is kind of idealistic and Saturn is practical. So when practical and ideal come together, they clash sometimes until the ideals get worked out into the practical reality. How are we actually going to function, solidify our foundation, show dedication, show focus, be disciplined. Saturn loves discipline. So if we can accomplish all that and bring our ideals and creative visions to reality, then we will be successful. We'll have accomplished something. And as long as the goals that we're seeking benefit humanity overall, then we're going to move ahead. If the goals that we're seeking are just going to be selfish, if we're greedy, if we're jealous, if we're resentful, if we have vengeance, then we're going to lose. So we need to have an idealistic viewpoint where everybody benefits.
I like it.
It's a team effort.
Positivity, goodness, kindness towards others, humanity.
I need a Tylenol.
Now, as I was saying last week, that Saturn is going to bring up the past. Saturn rules the lessons of the past. So it'll come out of our subconscious. Something will trigger, oh, I remembered this incident in my life. How did I feel? Analyze it, synthesize it, take the emotions out of it, and figure out what was right, what was wrong, and follow what was right. So instead of being negative, instead of being fearful, instead of being doubtful, take what you know and make it positive. And that is a challenge that Saturn and Neptune are going to bring. Saturn will be with Neptune for the next 2.5 years.
You got that?
Goes back to your memory test.
Back to that again.
So that is in a maturing cycle for Aries people and Libra people. Aries needs to learn how to work with others. Libra needs to learn how to do more for themselves.
Frank, what sign are you?
I'm the goat.
He's a Capricorn.
Oh, you're a Capricorn.
Yeah.
Capricorn is doing well right now, so it's a good time to bring out your book. Venus is positive. The planets are positive. What you wrote over the last year is positive. When you had Jupiter opposite your sign, you were able to expand. And like you said, you had ideas for 3 more books. So I think that's absolutely great. Your creative abilities have been at a peak.
You're right on point. Todd, what's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
So Leo, you're on a roll. You better get going. Don't let opportunities get wasted. Opportunities are very, very fleeting, and Jupiter in Leo is going to bring you opportunities. So don't worry about what happened in the past. Don't hesitate. Don't allow negativity to enter into your mind. Stand guard at the door of your mind and be positive. Go out and meet people. Go to places. Make deals. Like, a lot of deals are made on the golf course or over a nice dinner. Entertain and mix and mingle. Get out there. If you have projects, if you have a brand you want to launch, this year is a very good year. If you want to get married, if you want to increase your family, this year is a very good year for Leo.
Good for you.
Yeah, very nice.
And Leo has been on hold for a while here.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. How do people reach you?
I'm Cosmic Astrology Society on Facebook and the Cosmic Astrologer on TikTok.
And if you want Helen to give you your own private reading, which I would highly suggest for the second half of this year, to see how to position things, how to resurface what you did in the past or move forward or let it go, contact her, and she does that as well. It's pretty cool to do it.
Yes, because we post, she gives us a thing to post every day. We've been doing it. Don't ask me for your particular sign. Those are general. You have to ask her. So here she be.
So you can find her on Facebook and TikTok at Cosmic Astrology Society, Helen Archer, and of course here on Tuesdays, but definitely get your own individual reading with Helen and see where your stars align. It's pretty cool. It's nice.
Are you listening?
Positivity. It's all good. Helen, thank you so much.
I have one more thing to say.
Oh, okay.
I want to say that there's a node of the moon, a north and south node, where the plane of the sun and the moon in their orbits intersect. These are karmic points. They're not planets, they're karmic points, and they're staying a sign for like 2 years. The node is now moving into Aquarius. So we're going to have less dictators, more democracy, more freedom for people, and all the technology is going to quickly move ahead, more so than we've ever seen. So we've got that Aquarius cycle with Pluto for the next 2 years. So if you've got a futuristic plan or project or brand, bring it out now, especially with Leo opposite.
Ooh. If you wake up with an idea, it's a good one, bring it to fruition. I saw that this morning somewhere.
Make it happen.
Right? All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we got some art in store for you. Art and light, and he's a Leo with Todd Wax. So more to come. We'll be right back.
Greatness isn't something you chase, it's cultivated. The Ubuntu Girl's Guide to Greatness, written by Dana Sardano, is rooted in self-dedication, personal growth, and simply living in greatness. Inside, you'll find empowering prompts, hot tips, and space to journal your reflections. Featuring vibrant artwork by Dana Sardano, this is more than a book. It's a visual celebration of feminine power in all its forms. Bold, colorful, and unapologetically authentic. Ready to be great? Grab the Ubuntu Girl's Guide to Greatness at ubuntufishgallery.com. Also available as a beautifully designed deck of cards to bring greatness wherever you go.
What if learning didn't just teach children, but helped heal, empower, and awaken the whole child? Veda Finds Her Crown, written and illustrated by Dana Sardano, is a fun, interactive experience for adolescent children, blending a relatable story with a hands-on workbook that invites them to read, reflect, and apply Veda's journey to their own lives. Paired with the 9-week chakra-based curriculum and accompanying deck of cards, children explore self-awareness, emotional regulation, and confidence through creative cross-curricular learning while addressing the needs of the whole child. Because, after all, when we educate the whole child, we empower the whole human. To grab a copy, a deck of cards, or the whole kit and caboodle, go to ubuntufishgallery.com.
I am an American veteran. I'm proud to have served this country. Helping veterans is something all Americans can participate in, and it's as simple as donating an old car that you have sitting around. When you call the Veteran Car Donation Program, they'll explain how their program works, and then arrange a time they can come and pick up your vehicle for free. Running or not, it doesn't matter. They take cars, trucks, motorcycles, or vans. As a veteran, show your support by donating your car and get a tax deduction in the process. Call the Veteran Car Donation Program right now. They'll come and pick your car up for free, and you'll get a tax deduction in the process. Call the number we're about to give you right now. Thank you, and God bless America.
800-378-3816. 800-378-3816. 800-378-3816. That's 800-378-3816. Proceeds support Heroes on the Water.
Text alert! Text alert! I was receiving letter after letter from the IRS.
I got Mike Velati on the phone and I said, Mike, I got a problem.
He took the pressure off my shoulders.
He just made me feel like I had Superman on my side.
Trust me, he's the man to go to.
IRS problems? I'm Mike Velarde, enrolled agent. I can help. My company, Winning Tax Solutions, has always gotten our clients the best possible results. Visit us at winningtaxsolutions.com or call us today.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Sunshine in my eyes. Had a million reasons, but I chose to rise. Every little setback made me stronger than before. And now I'm standing taller, reaching for something more. People talking loud, saying what I can't do, but I hear a different voice and it's leading me through. Got a fire in my heart, got a dream in my soul, and I'm not slowing down till I reach my goal. No more fear, no more doubt. I'm letting all my light shine out. Every step, every move, I'm living proof that dreams come true. Believe in yourself, let your spirit fly. Put your hands up high, touch the open sky. Good vibes, only let the whole world see power you've been holding deep inside of me. Believe in yourself, don't let go tonight. You were born to shine, you were made to ignite. Good vibes flowing everywhere we go. When you believe in yourself, that's when your magic shows. That's when you're mad. I remember all the nights when the road felt long. Now I'm dancing through the struggle like my favorite song. Every scar tells a story, every tear became gold. Every chapter of my life made me brave and bold. I don't need permission, I don't need a sign. The strength I've been searching for was mine all the time. Got my head in the clouds, got my feet on the ground, and I'm turning every whisper into a lot of sound. Feel the rhythm in your heart tonight. Let it carry you into the light. No limits, no chains, no walls to break through. The greatest thing you'll ever be is the real you. Believe in yourself, let your spirit fly. Put your hands up high, touch the open sky. Good vibes, only let the whole world see the power
All right, thank you. And we'll
Trust
be
her.
around.
She's a lawyer.
Yes.
You got it. All good. All right. So first,
She's a good lawyer.
She's a good lawyer.
Good lawyer.
I have to thank Todd for his patience of this show. That it's been a long show going on.
So when Perla was here last week, Todd was here, and I borrowed him from her, because we're talking to Perla, that she knows a lot of different artists that do different things. Sure. So we were talking about she should create Perla and the Artist channel.
Oh, nice.
And she liked the idea. So we invited Todd to come today, and I think that the other artists, I invited her to come tomorrow, right?
I think so.
I think so. There's another artist I think that may be showing up. But anyway, here we are with Todd Wax and his particular brand of art. And I want you to explain to Dawn what you do.
Sure. So I take photos and videos, and it's abstract. I blend light. I use different techniques. I use when I do these pieces, I usually do like a jabbing motion or an arch, or slowly I process it through. And you can see as you're doing this, it changes the color. It changes the texture of the image, and I do it. Everything's local. I do all local, either in South Florida, in Boca Raton, or just all throughout South Florida, and then also in Northern Florida. I go up there as well. My wife is from Daytona Beach, so we go there quite often, and we love it up there. And a lot of these pieces are from there. This actually is a piece that was during a full moon in Deerfield Beach, and I was on the beach, and I take hundreds of these images, and I really narrow it down to a few, just to make sure that they look, they look the way they look. And with the color, a lot of times I'll go into a room and I'll see the room and I'll be like, okay, what kind of color palette can I make here? And I'll see some blue and I'll see some red, and from there I'll blend it in a certain way, and then I can kind of manipulate some of the colors as well. But these are all on glass.
That was on a full moon, that one with the gold?
Yeah, this was a full moon, correct. So this also, this is on the river in Daytona Beach, on the Halifax River, and there's a palm tree there, and this was during a sunset. Actually, people don't realize sometimes it could be either upside down or right side up. This is the actual way it should be. See, these are the palm trees, and this was the sun, and I had blended the sun set, had different colors. Sometimes we get different colors of sunsets. So this happened to be the color, and it just came out that way.
Is that a picture from a camera?
It is.
Do you use the same camera over and over for every picture?
Correct. So this one is actually very similar. It's a little bit larger. This piece right here. This is the same location. You can't see, there's like a light right in the middle.
Is that upside down too?
This is actually right side up. I'm just trying to get the glare out of the way there. That's perfect, like that. So it's very similar. It was the same night, and you can see how some of the images come out differently. And I can
because you're bending light with the camera, correct?
Correct.
So every second that goes by changes the same shot.
Correct.
Which is really unique about what he does.
Another thing, I cannot make, how there's artists that say limited editions? These are unrepeatable editions. I cannot make the same, even if I tried to make the same image, there's no way. There's no way, impossible. Some of these, and I try to get more like natural. This is dolphins that were in the river where I live up in, so I try to get a lot of imagery.
And you do all different sizes. And what you had told me is that you can give a sample of someone like this little magnet, and then you can put it around your house like a paint swatch, an art swatch, kind of see how you like it with your house, which is a great idea.
Correct. So that's true. So what I've done here also, I have a variety. This is kind of like a mosaic that you can, this is right up top here, this is the moon.
Wow.
I create letters, numbers. This was also the moon, if you can see. So, and the designs, this was right here, this was the flag. I was doing a series with 250 and 4th of July and Memorial Day. I was doing a flag series, and this actually is a piece that I entered into a gallery up in Ormond Beach. It's currently going on right now because they did an Americana show, and I had this piece was there, and this was in a larger. So I can make any of these in different sizes. You just have to tell me what you like, and go from there.
And how are they mounted? Because Freddie said some have light behind them.
Not yet. That's something I'm working on. There's a different mediums that I'm working with. These are glass. I work with metal, aluminum, wood. So they're digital shots. So I can pretty much put it on anything. And the sizes I can make them as small and as large as you want. I work with a company that does this glass, and they're pretty incredible. They're in Florida. I don't want to drop names yet because I got to talk to them and see, but they've really been tremendous for my work here, and I can't thank them enough. I'm also working with some local people as well, trying to find some local manufacturers that can make glass, wood, metal, and also framing companies as well. I'm working with some local framers, but this company right here, she's been tremendous. Picture Perfect, they are amazing. You'll find them all over South Florida. Christine, she's incredible. I love working with her, and her family's been tremendous. So I really do appreciate that.
Is that Rita?
Her name is Christina.
Okay.
Yeah, and Freddie and I were going to work something out with. I know we talked about something, but yeah, just
incredible. So how do people find your website, find your artwork? That's beautiful.
Thank you. So right now I'm on Instagram. It's Todd Wax, TODDWAX Studios with an S. I also have a website. It's toddwaxstudios.likestyle.com. That's another. So toddwaxstudios.likestyle.com.
And Todd, any one of these pieces, if they wanted it bigger or smaller, can they be expanded or shrunk?
Absolutely. Yeah, they typically come. This is the extra small. This is the extra small size. This is the small. This is the medium right here, and that's the large. They do make extra large. I didn't bring any today, but they do make it. It's like 20 by 28 is the extra large. But we can do mosaics. We can do much larger pieces that they have available. So yeah, and I'm trying to also come up with different ideas of how I want to do this, because people don't really get to see of how this is made. So what I'm trying to work on is showing people that the initial shot, and then 3 seconds, 6 seconds, 9 seconds, so you can see the difference of transition, and then how it ends up looking like something like this. So people don't really get the full effect of it.
For your birthday, you can get, let's say you were born 11/58. You'll get a shot of the moon at 11/58 in 2026, and you can see what it looks like, and it's like he's holding time still for a minute, and then that's what you have, and then life goes on. This is art that's actually flowing. He doesn't even know what's holding.
Sometimes I don't know what the designs are going to look like. I'm just blown away. I'm like, oh my God, this is great. And then sometimes in the transition as it's moving, I'll make a snapshot of that, and that can create an image from there and see. So there's a lot of different, and that's where I'm trying to come up with different ways of maybe transitioning so people can see the transition in glass or in metal.
How are you working with Perla with this art?
Well, we just started out. I met her at an event, and I just thought she was amazing. And I said, this is someone I really want to, work with.
Didn't you meet her through Al?
No. I met her through it was an event, but Al was actually there. Okay.
Remember Al?
They had invited me to go to this event based upon Al being there. So yes, I guess indirectly I met her through Al.
And it's funny how we know all of those players. But he was brought because the small pieces, I wanted to do those little...
The chippies?
The chippies that we have. And then I said to him, I'd like to do a big piece. I mean, we got photo pieces in here as well of certain things. They don't do what you do. They don't bend light. They just take big pictures and they expand it to see what it will look like. I thought that was interesting, but this is amazing.
Yeah, my next project I'm working with, I'm speaking with a company in China that does LED panels. And they have lights on the panels, and I can actually, you would then be able to see in motion.
Yeah.
I also have a projector that I use that you can see the motion, so I'm going to start doing projector. And also I'm working with other artists too, making their pieces into this type of technique, and musicians, where people can sing and musicians can sing, and I can do, because a lot of my Instagram is all to music. So you'll see, and I have a different eclectic style of music. You know, I go to concerts. A lot of these places are at concerts as well, so I work with the lights there. Sun, moon, beaches, anything. I was even doing some pieces then from the artwork that are on the walls here. I was showing some of the interns here, so pretty interesting.
It's all about the light.
Exactly.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Very interesting, fascinating. Perla always is great guest.
Always. And I just got confirmation that she's going to be here tomorrow.
Perla?
No, I'm
Our
trying to get
artist?
Perla to come.
Okay.
The other artist, you're going to meet her as well. I'm trying to get Perla to come. I wanted Perla to be here today because I wanted to show her a different side of how she did it. She did it based on how she's going to use him in her artworks, which I'm still fascinated. And I don't think anybody knows how it's going to come out, because when you get that area that he's going to be working on, I think he's just going to blow everybody away with a picture, which is a one-timer. I mean, think about this. You can't duplicate this. It's one and done. That, to me, is art. You know, all these other things, you can make copies of it. Not this. This is a one and done, which I think is fascinating.
Great. Thank you, Todd, so much.
Thank you.
A lot of great stuff. Wow, what a show, huh?
Good. I tell you, today was going to be a good day.
All right. Frank sold a book today, so congratulations, Frank. Day one.
Thank you.
Very, very nice.
Wow, you sold a book? Wow.
Silence is a Witness. Check this book out. 670 pages.
600 plus.
But it's a great read for summer. Why not? Why not? And you can find all at 680 pages. Fabulous.
Take it for your book club. Buy a dozen, get everybody, and then you can dress up like an alien. Everybody.
Actually, you know what? I saw a woman that does, it's called like Golden Gals book reading on the beach. So she has like 175 women that get together on the beach to read a book at different events.
You see, I would do that.
That's
Not
kinda
because it's
cool, right?
175 women. That would drive me insane.
But that's here, so I
But
think
I
maybe
would-
I'll reach. I was like, I should reach out to her.
I
but
would
let me
do
reach
that. I
out to
would
her
go
for
on the
this.
beach. It's got to be late at night, right? It ain't going to be like 12 o'clock.
I think she's got morning reads and sunset reads.
Sunset reads. I think we should talk about that. Maybe we should do a sunset deal. And you could take pictures of the sunset.
Right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Sunset read at the beach.
I kind of like that.
Because you and I both have Mercury at 6 degrees.
That's
why we
because
get
I'm
along
staying
so
away
well.
from your brain. That's why. You're in those.
You can get the book right here at the studio, frankaruffolo.com or amazon.com or walmart.com, or get a signed copy right here. It is a special pricing now through the end of September, and then special drawing. So more to come. All right, have a great day, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. We'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.